guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're diving back into some more Better Minecraft. So we are back down in the mines, and you may notice a few things. It's a little dark. It's definitely a little dark, and some things have changed. I have sort of kind of got my color palette set. I'm using this maple log also with these pine planks, and I think they look really good, especially with this underground. But it's missing a couple things. Light and, well, Tinker's Construct, because we got to get into Tinker's Construct today. However, I've also messed around with a little bit more of Tetra. And I was taking a look at the hollow sphere and realized there is way more to this than I originally thought. So like if we go to like double-headed tools, which is basically our pickaxe, we can actually take a look at all the heads, and we can see all these different pieces right here. It tells us a little bit about everything. But if we go to pickaxe head, we can actually scroll wheel through all the individual things that we can actually use for this. So this is so much easier for me to understand, because now I can look through and go, okay, here's everything in this pack that we can actually use for a pickaxe head. And it also gives me all the different stats related towards that. So really helpful, really helpful. However, there are things that we don't actually have access to. I know some people in the comments were mentioning like 3x3 mining with this tool. It's not something that we can do quite yet. And I think Tinkers will be a lot quicker to get to 3x3 mining than figuring this all out. Basically, we have to get in here. I know this one is basically flooded. I don't even know how we're gonna be able to get into that. But there is another one down under the water over here that we can get into. But basically, you unlock chests similar to how we ended up getting this thing right here, the extractor. You can actually unlock custom tools and things. So it is pretty neat. But like I said, today I really want to get into also Tinker's Construct. They're both gonna kind of mend themselves together and are going to become really useful, in my opinion. I'm going to have a regular pickaxe and also my axe, but I'm actually going to focus heavily on getting a 3x3 hammer from Tinkers. And there's actually some interesting stuff that we have to do in order to do that in this pack. So let's jump into this. The thing that I wanted to really do first, glass. I need to get some glass because I want to get a Feral Flare lantern set up. And that's something that we're actually going to need to get set up ASAP. Let's see, I should have a bit more coal now. So the Feral Flare lantern is going to light up our cave and make it so much more usable. It's going to make a significant difference. And it requires gold and us to go to the nether today. So keep an eye on that. We are going to potentially go to the nether today. So what do we need to get into Tinker's Construct? Well, seared brick. That's really it. Kind of. So Tinker's Construct now has a new way with its new version. It has a interesting way of getting started with progression. So we basically need ourselves a seared tank, which requires glass. We're going to need. This is what we're going to use to fill with lava. So seared tank. There we go. Then we're also going to need a casting table, which if I remember correctly is made like this. And then we're also going to need, let's see, the basic version, which is going to be called a seared melter. Also going to need a gauge, I guess. Glass gauge. I don't remember that being that way, but hey. So right here, the melter. This is going to be like our base. I don't know. It's so weird how you have to start this. You start this out without making the controller. Our whole goal is to make the controller for this. We also have this stuff over here, which is the foundry, which I'm very unfamiliar with. I don't know if it's just a retextured version of this being nether ground. I guess this would be what you would do if you started in the nether. I don't know. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I'm kind of getting distracted. Let me jump back into this. So we're also going to need a drain. As you can see, that's going to require some copper. So I'm going to go ahead and get some copper cooked up. But we should be pretty much ready to go. We have the seared melter. Oh, we're also going to need this bad boy, a faucet. And all we got to do is fill this tank with lava. And then we're going to have, let's see, the tank like this to get started. Melter on top. We're going to place this down here. And then we'll have the seared faucet right here. Now, the reason we have to have, actually, we also need a basin, which is like this, because this is actually how you're going to cast the actual controller. I think it's called controller. There we go. So here's the controller. Basically, you need a seared heater. Very easy to make. And this is going to get us into what we would know today as Tinker's Construct. Once we get the smeltery, everything will go back to normal. But we have to make this basic early version first. So, with all that copper, let's go ahead and get some lava and get this bad boy rocking and rolling. So right over here is some awesome lava. All I need to do is fill this up. Now, this tank, believe it or not, oh, we got a friend, a Roadrunner. This tank can actually hold liquid and be carried with it. So we can actually just fill this up. It holds 4 buckets exactly, and we can bring it home with us. As you can see, it holds the liquid. So just like that, got the advancement for basic smeltery, and it's exactly that. It only holds, as you can see, 3 slots here. So I think this will double. I really want to see, is this going to be able to double and give me twice? I don't know if that's set up to do this. So it's 1. Oh, that's right. So here's the weird thing. Notice it says 3 nuggets. Basically 3 of this basic melter does not double. It gives you 1 nugget or 1 ingot and 3 nuggets, which is weird. But if we do 3 of these, that should equal 4, because 9 nuggets equals a single ingot. So yeah, hopefully that's not too confusing. The normal smeltery should double. So there we go. We have 4 ingots, and then all we have to do is put the heater in here, and we have ourselves Tinker's Construct, and we're basically ready to go. All we have to do is build ourselves a nice little system, and we can start doubling our ores, which is pretty nice. So there we go. We have the brains of the smeltery. Let's go ahead and build this thing. So setting up a basic smeltery, you can actually make this a 1x1 by placing it like this and setting it up similar to that, with that empty and your machines on the side. But I'm going to be building a, I guess you can call it a 5x5. It's going to be 3 on the base. And this will last a long time. And then basically I'll be surrounding the outer edges like so. And this only requires a little bit of seared brick. I went ahead and done basically 2 stacks. It's like 2 stacks of clay, 2 stacks of sand, so on and so forth. By the way, it's awfully spooky over there. Don't want to let those guys know I'm over here. Oh my gosh, it's Spooter. Look how tiny that Spooter is. I'm getting distracted. Oh man, I'm hopefully those guys stay away from me. So yeah, all we gotta do is get our liquid lava in here. I'm gonna actually place the lava right here in the corner. And we need somewhere to cast stuff out. So we could technically do 2 drains if I really wanted to. For right now, I'm just gonna go with 1. And I'm gonna cast out over here. We can actually automate this too. Pretty easy to automate. Smeltery controller, which is gonna go right here in the center. So there we go. And believe it or not, you can actually hopper into this, even though there are other methods of doing that. And that's basically it. We just need our brick to go on the side. This right here is the drain. And then this needs to go out 1. Perfect. And then put the drain on, and bam, we're ready to go. And if I wanted to, guess I could technically do this too. That way we have access to both. And then just fill in the rest to make it look a little bit better. You can actually use this for decorative purposes as well. And these can be turned into stairs and all kinds of other stuff. Let me see. I'm actually going to turn this into some more stairs and make the bottom of that look a little bit better. And you can also raise it, make it taller, do, all that fun stuff. Oh my gosh, there's a creeper right there. No, I don't have this area protected. Oh, I got to get it out in the water. I don't have it protected, dude. There we go. Now you can blow up. I don't care. Oh, thank goodness. So now that I'm at this point with Tinker's Construct, I want to get myself a 3x3 tool as soon as possible. And that's going to involve getting ourselves an anvil. Now, I looked at the anvils, and they all require, I believe, Tinker's Construct materials. So none of them are going to be pretty easy to get. So if we do anvil, there's nothing in here that is like, oh, an iron anvil, right? So, I mean, other than an actual iron anvil. These anvils are very specific to Tinkers. So what we're going to need is to kind of figure out what is the best to sort of make. And I think I've sort of found that brass is probably gonna be one of the better ones. So we have this brass. We also have Tinker's bronze. And this right here is a block of brass from the Create mod. All of this can be made, but this is zinc and copper. I think the other one is maybe this Tinker's bronze, maybe easier. This one's actually glass and 3 copper ingots. Actually, this one might be easier for us to make. This one right here, Tinker's bronze. Simply because I don't have a whole lot of zinc, but I do have a bit of glass, and this will make 3 ingots worth. So actually, this is going to be pretty easy. We have tons of copper as well. So we got to get to alloying like immediately. So I'm out here gathering some sand, and I just found this thing. I heard a like crashing sound. It is like morning time. Sky fragment. So this just fell from the sky? Is this is like a Terraria mod? Ah, okay. So I guess like at night, these have a chance of falling? Well, that's pretty cool. So and just like that, I have all of the stuff pretty much ready to go. It was 9 stacks of 3. As you can see, it's all turning into that bronze for us. Or I guess not all of it. See, that's 3 blocks. Oh, I made double. Oops, I made way too much. I'm gonna need 9 more blocks of glass apparently. But while we're here, I can go ahead and grab the sand. Hopefully I didn't cook all of it. Oh, you know what? I definitely cooked all the sand. I gotta go get some more sand. Luckily, we have a way to get tons and tons of sand. Actually, I only need a tiny little bit of sand. So let's go ahead and head back. So what I should be able to do is place this in here and get blank sand casts. And this will allow me to cast out an ingot. So long as I have an ingot, I can go ahead and cast it out. So even though I'm going to be casting out blocks, I just wanted to go ahead and at least get this casted. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and cook this right here. Actually, you know what? I can go ahead and just maybe get the rest of the copper out as ingots. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get it out as blocks. I'm actually going to turn that in. But I do want to show you, like, this right here is how you'd get your basic cast. You place that in there, place the ingot on it after you have an ingot, of course. I just threw mine in there. You can even do brick. There's all kinds of stuff that you can use. So let's go ahead and throw that. And you basically place that in there and then pick it back out. And all we got to do is click on the iron. That's going to drop it down to the bottom. And there we go. Look at that. Perfect. And that's how you get your ingot. But if you want to make your cast, do this with gold. And it will make, you can go ahead and make yourself a gold cast later on, once you get all of your other stuff going. But this is just a simple way to cast things out. So yeah, I need to get all 3 blocks out of here. I can go ahead and get these blocks in while I'm getting the glass done. We need, what, 9 to go back in here to finish this off. But yeah, this is going to go ahead and cast these out. To automate this, all you got to do is have a hopper and a chest and a lever. And it's as simple as that. Like, literally as simple as that. We are about to get ourselves a 3x3 hammer. I'm pretty excited, honestly. So, and just like that, we're just about ready to go, I believe. Let's see, place these down. I think I can build it out like this. And then there's also another recipe with like those two. Might as well use them since I already did that. And there we go. We have an anvil. So if I go down, I've already got a little area set up down here. So I can go ahead and throw this down here. I have a parts chest, a parts builder, crafting station, just because it adds to the multi-block. And then as you can see, we do have our anvil here. So what I can do now is I should be able to start working on this bad boy, the Tinker's Hammer. And you can see right here the parts that I'm going to need. When I make those parts, it is going to tell me, like right here, the particular parts that I'm going to need. So for example, I'm going to need 2 of these plates. We're also going to need a tough hammerhead. We're going to need a hammerhead here. And then also a tough handle, I believe. Yeah, that right there. And so all of these parts I need to cast out because I'm going to be making this out of some different materials. And actually one of those is, believe it or not, going to be bronze. So we're going to use some bronze. We're also going to have probably some iron and maybe some other materials. I'm going to take a look and see what we can actually make here and what would be some actual some usable materials for this. So while I'm waiting for this to all finish up, I think I have an idea of what I want my actual pickaxe to be, or my hammer to be. It's going to be a combination of the bronze that we have right here, which we have tons of now, and also sky slime steel. Now, sky slime steel is not super difficult to make. It is literally just stone with sky slime and iron. So it's a combination of these things, in which we do have right here. And so all I have to do is combine those up for the materials that we need. And this actually gives you a massive durability boost. And then this right here also has a high mining speed and high durability, and it's a diamond mining level. So all of this is really good. So I think this is going to be a pretty decent combination, at least until we get into cobalt stuff later on. Now at the moment, when it comes to making a cast, as you can see, I've just placed this in here. I have gold inside here. All it takes is 1 gold, and bam, we now have a cast. And I have to make one for each of our parts. As you can see, it only consumes 1 ingot. And there we go. And same for this part. And these casts are what's going to allow us to cast out all of the individual parts that we're going to need. So after a little bit of grinding, right here, we should be ready to go and make this pretty awesome hammer. I also noticed this right here. The vein hammer is a broad mining tool. Harvest many connected blocks. What? This is new to me. We should make this. Maybe we'll make this later, because it's like a vein mining tool for connected blocks of the same type. Perfect for ores. You know what? That would be a cool tool for like cleanup work after you're done mining in the veins or mining in the tunnels here. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, that's something I definitely want to make. So let's go ahead and get this all put together. Now we can kind of customize it to make it look however we want by changing these sides. So like if I want the front to be like that, I can, or like this. I'm going to go with maybe this. This is going to have a lot of durability, and that's kind of what I want. Pretty high mining speed, and with, I mean, it's got 2 upgrades available. With 1 attribute, as you can see, we get a plus 20% mining speed and also undead damage bonus. I'm gonna make it like that. Look at that. Novice Tinkerer. And now we can go down in the mines and actually put this thing to work. Oh, I'm kind of excited because all of this was done by hand using this pickaxe. This was not done with the hammer. This was all done with the pickaxe. And I'm gonna get to continue this trend down here. Now the only thing we're missing is ooh, yes, that's nice. This is so much better. And also notice the experience. Very nice. And what is this? I think you can also, nope, I was gonna say you can hold shift, I think, but nope, that's not a thing. Wow, and we just found diamond. Now we can put some lapis on this, and that would give us some fortune. That's kind of a bonus. Look at this, like circle of copper. I think I ran into one of those earlier, because as you can see, there's actually like copper that is like put into a block. That's like a block of copper ore. It's interesting. We're in this cool ravine. There's another, man, there's so much copper. But yeah, this is the whole reason I wanted this tool, is so we can mine. Now, if you want to make this thing faster, redstone, you can actually apply redstone to this. What are some other things? You can make its mining level higher by, I believe I think you can go up to netherite mining level. So I think you do that by applying netherite to it. But now that I've seen it, there's a vein mining tool. I should make that. I gotta make that thing. So let's try this bad boy out. I'm kind of interested to see what this thing does. Like, that looks pretty sick, honestly. All right, we gotta get down in here. Oh, I should have named them. I'm gonna have to go through and rename them. First of all, I can test it here. Oh, it's exactly what you think it does. Does it? It also works on stone? So does it just work on everything? Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's not a huge area, but I mean, for like actual like cleanup, this is just the tool. Like, this is just the tool. So like as you're going through the mine here, after you've cleared out a nice little 3x3 area, there's always like stragglers, like ore that you just missed. And so it's nice to just be able to come back through and just go pop, pop. I got it. Good. Perfect. Like all this coal. Even though some of the coal seems disconnected. Interesting. I wonder if that's, I wonder what the reasoning behind that is. Disconnected coal. But yeah, no, still, this is like just the perfect tool. I wonder if there's like range modifiers. Kind of interesting how this works. So while I'm mining, I have noticed one issue, and that is I definitely need a magnet of some sort, and this is exactly probably what I need. So here is a pretty decent magnet, and it goes right in our charm slot. So there we go. Now I'm also wanting to make a backpack, and at the moment, I don't have a whole lot of iron or a whole lot of leather. So let's see. What is it going to take to get into sophisticated backpacks? 4 leather, string, and a chest. Actually, I might have I do have exactly 4 leather. Now, string. That's another issue altogether. I don't have any string, but I do have bone, and I think we do have flax seeds. Trying to remember, will those give me what I'm looking for? There's hemp seeds as well. So yeah, I have the perfect thing right here. Look at that. We'll get this down, put the hemp down, and we're gonna grow ourselves some hemp. Look at that. And that, I believe, is enough to make some string, which, as far as a backpack goes, is actually all I need. Oh, we actually need 4. So there we go. Easy way to get some string. And voila, a very nice backpack. However, we are missing quite a few things. As you can see, I'm going to need iron, and I don't have a whole lot of iron already pre-made. So what I'm going to be able to do is I should be able to double the current iron that I have, pretty much double any of the ores that I have with our Tinker's Construct Smeltery. And I think the only thing we really have to do with that is just get it automated, which isn't that difficult to do, honestly. So automating this bad boy is literally as simple as making a lever, just like this, and probably moving this over one, simply because I'm going to put a hopper on this to fill it up. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to make a special thing over here to show you how that works. All we got to do is place a lever here. If this was actually the right block. Let me go ahead and flip this around. Actually, I think I can step in here. Can I do this? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this. Flip this around. That should allow me to use that. Perfect. And then I can place a lever here. And I do have a hopper underneath this, so that's going to make that so anything that, as soon as this fills out, it's going to go right in the hopper. Perfect. Into the chest. Now, like I said, I need to get a way to put items in here. So that's a whole other thing. Now, you could hopper directly into this. That is one way to do it. But I'm going to show you the way that another way you can also do it. And that is by using a chute. It is actually super simple to make. 2 copper. You literally have a seared brick on each side. Copper like this. And you get a sheared, or not a sheared, a seared chute. And then all I got to do is pop off this block. Place it right here. And then just apply a hopper. And in my case, because there's nothing technically here, I can actually place the hopper directly there, and we can throw the iron in, and that's going to immediately be placed in here, and we pretty much have automation for the most part. By the way, if you run into this issue, which it is a known issue for this, if you break any other block except for the drain, you're going to have to break the drain and replace it. Otherwise, it just won't, nothing will come out even if you use a lever on it. Just kind of a bug that's been around for a little bit. So at this point, I should have enough to upgrade this backpack, and we're ready for adventure next episode. With a backpack, I think we're looking pretty good. Oh, and armor. Oh, speaking of armor, there was something cool that I wanted to show you guys. So let's go ahead and head back, craft our backpack at least up to this tier. So that's going to be iron. Can we take it up to gold? Is gold the next tier? See, what's the next level? Is it gold? Because we can totally do gold. And then the next is diamond. I have enough diamonds. Look at that. I mean, we're easily going to be able to find more diamonds. Look how big this backpack is. This backpack is huge. Okay. So we do need a few upgrades on this backpack, but I'm not super worried about that at the moment. However, putting the backpack in its actual back slot is pretty nice. Also, now that we have all these slots, really nice. But I was wanting to look at this stuff right here. So this is from the Worm Roost mod. I believe I'm saying that right. This has a full set of gear, and it's not bad gear. Like, let's take a look at like iron gear, iron helmet. I mean, this has some toughness to it, so this is actually better. I think this is closer to diamond. Level gear. So diamond is a little bit better. Of course, right now we don't have any diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I found this stuff all over the place. So I'm going to make some pants and a helmet. Now, I don't know if this has like, it does say part of a blue geode set. What happens if you have the whole set? You know what? I should probably go mine for the rest of the blue geodes. We have blue geodes all over the place. Like there's blue geodes right here. And so maybe if I mine enough of these, I actually want to make enough for the full set because I want to see if it's got set perks. It didn't really say it did, but it's got set perks. That's going to be awesome. Well, I would definitely have to say that today we got a lot of work done, and that's going to give us more time for a lot more venture to come. I think there's a couple of other things I'm going to make from Tinkers. Hopefully getting into maybe more powerful weapons. We do have a powerful sword here that I'm going to be potentially using, but I think that's something to worry about next episode. As today, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Laura Maloney, I believe. Thank you so much for your amazing support on Patreon. And guys, if you are interested in becoming a Patreon supporter yourself, of course, you can find that linked down in the description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to click that subscribe button and also give this video a huge thumbs up. Guys, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.